Welcome to Dunmers
Emancipating
Divines.
Scion. At least you know what game you're definitely playing today.
What? I said it right the last time.
Last?
You heard Dusk and Doom, but the recording will show that I actually said Dunmers Divines.
See, I find that very unlikely. I think you're gaslighting me.
Listen, just go back and listen to the recordings. The lips don't quite sync perfectly because I'm playing audio of something of me pre-recorded saying "Welcome to Dunmers and Divines" while muting this microphone. So, but it doesn't matter if I'm saying Dusk and Doom or something else when we started recording. It's
the same trick isn't funny twice.
It's funny every time, I think. From my point of view, your humor is found to be lacking.
Okay. All right. So you are suffering under 2 levels of exhaustion, which means that your speed is halved. You it is night outside. You came across a Dunmer stronghold in the darkness. And upon stepping into the smaller of the 2 structures, you have found yourself at the top of a staircase. The only companions at the top of the staircase are 2 skeletons speared and displayed prominently near the entrance. What do you do?
Now that I've got a sense that this place is desecrated, I'm going to carefully, walk in as stealthily as I can, in an attempt to find a room that I can lock from the inside.
Okay. Yeah.
Basically, I'm looking for a place to nap.
So you are stealthing, which means that you are so fucking slow right now. Because normally trying to move with stealth halves your movement. So you're moving at all of what?
7 feet.
7 feet, yeah. So I'll round that up to 10. But so you're moving slowly through the space. You get down to the base of your stairs. Now there is no light sources within here. There's nothing overhead. You can feel with your blind sight sconces, but they are long dark, completely cold. No sign of vision. And I believe, does dark vision require you to have some light source just distant?
Yeah, it's not like, it's one of the differences of blind sight is that you can't perceive in full darkness technically. You still need the light of the moon and the stars or stuff like this when you're outside.
It doesn't count as dim light, it does count as darkness, but there is a light source in the area. Got it. Okay.
There's nothing like this around here?
Nope. It is.
Am I hearing anything?
Roll perception.
Okay. Ooh, natural 20.
Okay. So you are at sort of an intersection. You can hear in this direction some amount of movement.
Where?
In this direction. So you're at a branching path. So to your right, you hear movement echoing down the corridor, and straight ahead you hear nothing.
Okay. And there's no I'm gonna look around for I don't know, secret doors, secret passages in this
Roll investigation.
But that's intelligence.
Yeah.
Do I have advantage thanks to blind sight?
No.
I thought
you wouldn't.
The echolocation might help me with the. Okay. Oh, by the way, no. I have disadvantage on all of my ability checks, so that was a dirty 20, not a natural 20 for the perception.
Okay, that's actually honestly still really good.
Yes, I rolled a 2 on my investigation.
Okay.
What sort of noises was I hearing from them there?
You hear sort of a
Fuck, there's
almost
scribs.
But the oddness here is that you hear like two voices, and they seem to be responding to each other, not overlapping, but directly responding.
So, like two druids disguised as scribs talking to each other.
They don't quite sound like scripts. It's too low. It's not like
Yeah,
or
is there a roll I can make to identify this thing from its noises? Religion, if they're undead or fiends.
Yeah, it
like
should really be religion.
Nature, if okay. Religion, let's do it. I've got a -1 in disadvantage, so I rolled a dirty one.
Yeah, no, you have no idea.
Okay, alright.
This could be anything. But it is desecrated, so.
Yeah. I've got 15 feet blind sight. No, 10
10.
feet. 10 feet blind sight. Okay, I'm gonna move in this direction. Hand on the wall, looking for doors.
Okay. So you see another. So this does seem to be a little bit of a dead end in the direction you're moving. This is also a door. So
Yep.
this is a door. This is a door.
As stealthily as I can, I'm gonna move to here and see if either of those doors like close from the inside, basically.
So.
Or if they open inwards. Like
So they do open inwards. That much I can tell you easily. So as you step through, there is a door that you can close behind you and certainly at least barricade. But I think to try to figure out any kind of locking mechanism they have, I will need an investigation check. The DC is 5.
Okay, cool.
But you're
Yeah,
so...
yeah. I'm gonna use my restore balance to not have disadvantage on this one. Investigation 16.
Okay. With a 16, you are able to not only figure out that yes, there is a lock that you are able to throw on this door, but you realize that the room you're in contains several like boxes that when you approach them, you're able to pry them open and find mostly expired foodstuffs, but there are some dried meats and fruits that will be enough to serve as a daily ration.
Cool. I chow down, and I'm gonna put boxes stealthily put boxes and I don't know use my quarterstaff as a sort of like thing to stop the door from opening. So and then I'm also going to be sleeping with my back to the boxes so that if something tries to knock and come in, I'll feel it even if they're trying to be stealthy.
I guess the good news here is it doesn't matter that you can't sleep in heavy armor.
Yeah. I don't have any armor right now.
Okay. Yeah. Roll your stealth.
Okay, I'm gonna use my last restore balance to not have disadvantage on this roll either. It's a very important one. 16.
16? That's really good. Okay.
The dice are with me again.
So the night rolls on. You spend your 4 hours trancing, but you do maintain awareness throughout. So you are conscious of the fact that at some point the distant voices that seem to have been responding to each other have separated. You hear the sounds of some creature moving about on 2 legs down the halls. One of which pauses for a moment outside.
I'm gonna open one eye to try to see there's no like torch lights or anything like this for this thing. So like one might assume it has blind sight as well, right? Because you would need a source of light to use dark vision. Like even if it was like a couple of corridors down.
Perhaps. Yeah.
Okay. That's scary, but because Gladius knows only of bats and dolphins and elves who can do his blind sight trick. Let's see. Am I getting the sense of like, if I'm on the same wavelength as like bats' echolocation, I might be able to hear a bat. Do I get the sense that this is something that is using this specific type of blind sight?
You do sort of in your like echolocation range. You hear like high-pitched clickings, like in addition to like lower vocalizations that you were hearing from this creature, which are coming out occasionally. But you do hear clickings.
Okay. It's behind total cover, so I can't really use divine sense right now. Yeah, I'm just gonna try not to snore. I guess being an elf is great. One of like the ability to trance means that you remain in control of your bodily functions while you're resting, and that's very elegant.
Mm-hmm. It would not be elegant for an elf to snore. Yes, exactly.
Yeah. But like kid elves to pee the bed. Like kid elves are probably pointing at everybody else being like bedwetter. Like never had to deal with that problem.
I don't sleep, so but yes, so after a few moments of this creature pausing outside your door, you hear its and it seems to move on. You hear its clicks still echoing through the hallways, and it moves away from you further, deeper into this stronghold.
I try to smell if it's more a smell of rotting flesh or sulfur.
There is a
or neither.
Yeah, there is a distinct smell of sulfur, yes, but also something almost like morning dew.
Interesting. Gladys is confused. Cool. I lose an exhaustion.
Yep.
Okay, cool. And then after that, I'm going to cast Purify Food and Drink. I can't cast it as a ritual, so I'm going to use one of my last first level spell slots, and I'm going to eat the rest of the food. That was like the food stuff that was expired. I'm going to like cast it and then just go back to sleep again. I'm doing two long rests in a row because I had 2 levels of exhaustion, and I need to like be fresh by the time I get to the mines.
Okay. And just so that we are clear, you are taking 2 back-to-back long rests. But you are not regaining any spell slots from all of that.
Nope.
just in case you're doing like the auto long rest button.
Yeah, I am, but I've saved all of my spell slots on a different character sheet.
There you go.
So that's how I'm keeping track.
Don't keep your spell slots on your main character sheet at all. Got it. It makes sense.
If you're like with the rules for Atronach and the button to long rest being very convenient for like everything else, like face step and such.
Yeah. Okay. So I will ask for another stealth check since you are going to be long resting again for an extended duration.
I also using a restore balance again. That's a 7.
Okay. You enter your trance. This whole setup worked great the first time, so why change anything, right? Yeah. So you hear once again while tranced the sounds of a creature, their claws dragging along in 2 feet along the hallway. You hear in your echolocation senses tight clicks of a creature that is negotiating through space with the same kind of blind sight that you have, as well as the lower vocalizations that it's making in front of your space. It once again pauses outside the door, and you hear its vocalizations stop, but the clicking continues. In fact, seems to get even closer to the door. Then you hear from the other side. And it takes a step back and a step back, and then the creature jumps at the door and begins trying to claw at it.
Am I done with my long rest?
No.
So I still have my first level of exhaustion.
Yes, so you still have 1 level of exhaustion, and if you interrupt your long rest here to fight this, then you'll have to restart your trance.
Okay. I'm not going to interrupt my trance.
Okay. In that case, it has...
I am going to I don't think the 4 hours of trance, actually it's your silicone brew. You decide if the 4 hours of trance within the 8 hours of long rest need to be continuous.
Okay, so I should say you do need to rest for a total of 8 hours. You can interrupt your trance. You can be fully awake, but obviously entering combat is going to interrupt your resting. Okay. I guess that's not that bad. You can definitely resume resting on the other side, I think.
Yep. I will do that. I think Gladius is basically going to use the staff to keep whatever this is on the other side of the door, and is going to mostly use the coiling grasp tattoo to hurt it as soon as I can get a visual on it.
Okay.
And like I said, there's the boxes. It's not just the door. Once it gets past the broken door, it would still need to get to
Then the boxes, then you, yes.
Yeah.
Now these are fairly sturdy doors. So it's first you hear its claws scrabbling at it as it attempts to knock the door over. That's actually pretty good athletics. It's able to push hard enough that you're able to feel it, but thanks to it being locked and then barricaded, as well as
oh yeah, because I did identify with a 16 investigation how to lock it.
so you're able to keep the door tight despite its 15 in athletics. It tries scrabbling against the door itself, but its claws seem largely ineffectual.
I'm getting strong zombie vibes from this thing.
At this point, it takes a step back, breathing slightly heavily, and you hear its voice change in timbre as if it is now speaking a language that you do not. At least I don't think so. What languages do you speak?
Common, Cyrillic, Elvish, Dunmers, and that's it. That's
Okay,
two
yeah.
languages.
Speaks a language you do not, and you feel a wave of heat flush around the door, and light fills up the hallway as it hurls flame at this door. The door certainly can take a couple more bursts of this, but you can tell that the frame itself is weakened heavily by this flame burst. It takes another...
Do I have... Am I able to see the creature or see it partially?
It's still firmly on the other side of the door, which
Right.
is quite solid.
Okay.
But you do get a blast of light around the cracks at the edges. But that's directly from the flame.
Yeah. I don't think that I'm going to prepare... Like, I'm going to be holding my action to hit it with the coiling grasp tattoo as soon as it's, like... as soon as I can see it.
Mm-hmm. It does seem to take some time between its uses of flame.
Like it's got a roll, like it's got a 1 in 6 chance of getting it a second time.
Not quite. In about a minute, you feel 5 rounds of flame. But certainly it's not doing so as quickly as perhaps some creatures could if it was a cantrip, say.
Yeah.
But on the 5th attempt, so a minute after it has started trying to burn down your door, you hear a thunk from the side that is hinged as the door seems to fall off its hinges. The metal melted. And a moment there's quiet in the hallway for a second before you hear once again a "ah!" as it pulls the door back. And you're finally able to get a read on its shape. Looks like this.
Oh, nice, nasty little imp. What's it called?
It's a scamp.
It's a scamp. Okay, scamp. I'm gonna hit it with a coiling grass tattoo. That's gonna be a DC 14 strength save. Yes.
15.
Okay, no damage. I guess we roll initiative.
Yes, we do.
Ooh, 17. Damn, the dice have been good to me.
Only got a 14. So yeah, you're gonna go first.
Okay. Coiling grasp tattoo attack again.
Okay.
That's 14 force damage if it fails.
It rolled a natural 20.
Okay.
I want you to know this thing is a -1 in strength and has just been rolling exceptionally well on all of its strength
Yeah,
checks.
that's fair.
Okay. It is going to...
I think Gladius is not really like panicking. Gladius is somewhat reassured that this is obviously a Daedra looking creature and is like basically just trying to get rid of this thing without spending spell slots to smite it.
Heard. Okay. It is going to jump up onto the boxes and make a claw attack against you. 13 hits.
Yeah.
Okay, it's going to be 5 piercing damage.
Okay.
And from the corridor, you hear another.
I'm gonna make my on my turn Coiling Grasp potential again.
Okay. All right, that one's a fail.
Okay.
So it is now grappled by you.
Hell yeah. That's gonna be 11 force damage.
Okay, it is still standing, but it does look bloodied.
And I think no, I don't actually need to move to. Well, yeah, I'm going to take a step back, triggering an attack of opportunity, but it limits its ability to attack me like next round, basically.
24 to hit.
Ooh, that's gonna hit.
Alrighty, you're gonna take another 5 piercing.
Cool. And that's my action and my bonus action. Sorry, that's my action and my movement. And yeah, that's all I got.
Excellent. The scamp in front of
sorry,
you.
I'd like to Hexblade's curse this this thing in front of me.
Okay. That's important to remember, but you're not exactly using your magic, so. Okay, no hurl flame. Is there any save it can try against on the Coiling Grasp tattoo? Like
Yes.
as an action?
Yes. It can use an action to as an action, the creature can escape the grapple by succeeding on a DC 14 athletics or acrobatics check.
Ooh, yeah. In that case, it's 21 to escape.
Oh, it rolled a 21. Okay.
Well, it rolled an 18, but plus 3 in dexterity.
Okay.
So it's able to like contort its body in unnatural directions and jump out from the Coiling Grasp and off of the crates and is now standing next to you. However, that is its action. This one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So we are then going to hit you on its hurl flame, which that's a 23 to hit.
That's gonna hit.
All right, that's going to be 8 fire damage. It is not a flame. You are not a flammable object, and you are carrying the things that you have, so nothing catches fire.
Cool. My turn.
It is indeed.
Cool. I'm going to bonus action teleport here, and then use the Coiling Grasp tattoo on this one.
Okay.
So strength save, please.
That's a fail.
Okay. And the other one has to make a wisdom saving throw or be frightened of me.
That's a 14.
Okay. That is a success. This one has taken 14 force damage.
Okay, it is also still up, but not looking great.
Cool. That's my turn. Action, bonus action, and I'm not moving away from it because I want to keep it stuck in the door frame, like basically blocking the path.
Okay, cool.
I know you can technically move through the spaces of allies, but I'm hoping that with the boxes
the
and
grapple especially,
the grapple.
I'm disinclined. But they both recharge their hurl flame.
Oh fuck.
Right, so a 19 and a 6. So that 19 will hit.
Yep.
So
that's another
8 fire damage.
Got 9 HP left.
And since that was actually a critical fail on the part of this one, and it was having to aim through its ally's space, I'm going to go ahead and take this one off the board. It burns the other scamp to a crisp.
Nice. They're not immune to fire. That's good to know.
Yeah. It only had 3 HP left. Yes, that should work. Yes.
And is it ending its turn?
I think it is a little wary. It stays on the side of the boxes that it's on. But bares its teeth at you.
Okay.
Your turn.
First thing I do is coin grasp tattoo again.
Okay.
No, it's 15 feet.
Is it 15?
Yep.
That's right. You had been having to do 10 because your sight was lower.
Yep.
That's right. That's a 16.
Okay. So it has successfully saved, and then I'm going to move away from it. 6. Causing it to either have to get its hurl thing back or dash to get to me, because my speed isn't halved anymore.
That's true. Okay. So it does not get its hurl flame back, so it is going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think it's a little wary of you. It's not doing great here physically.
Yeah. It did see me try to attack it from 15 feet away. Like it knows it's in danger if it gets too close.
Yeah, I think it hangs back a little bit.
Cool.
It is your turn.
You don't need to tell me if it's holding action or not. But okay, I'm gonna move 1, 2, and I'm gonna coin and grasp tattoo it again.
Nat 20.
Okay.
These scamps are the strongest motherfuckers. They be lifting.
Yeah. Okay. And then I move 1, 2, 3, and 4. Cool. No. Shit. No bonus action.
Okay. For the record, there is now at least enough dim light in the passage from all the stuff that is smoldering in flames that your dark vision is functioning appropriately. You're not currently limited to blind sight, which is why you've been able to do things from 15 feet away. But
yeah, that's kind of what I assumed.
Yeah, just to make sure it's on the record, because I should have thought about that a second ago. But it is going to try to get a read on you. I should be able to see you from there, especially since you're not hidden. But it does not have hurl flame back. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, it's staying right there.
Okay. My turn?
Your turn.
I'm going to shoot it with a ray of frost. Does a 13 hit?
13 hits.
That's gonna be 3 cold damage, and its speed is lowered by 5 or 10 feet. Gladius kind of just moves out. Wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just moves out of its range and is basically like just waiting to like shoot it like a fish in a barrel if it tries to come at me.
Yeah, so its movement is now only 15. How long does that effect last?
Its speed is reduced by 10 feet until the start of your next turn.
Okay, start of your next turn. So it is able to get within sight of you, but it doesn't get Hurl Flame back. So honestly, maybe that's a bad idea. Yeah, I think it does stay back here since it doesn't have its Hurl Flame.
Cool. Do I have line of sight on it?
I don't think so.
Cool. I'm holding action to. I'm gonna move to here so that I'm behind cover. I'm gonna hold my action to shoot it with Ray of Frost again.
Okay. Yeah. The sun is up on a overcast morning in the West Gash, so lighting is still low, but it is daytime. Yes.
Cool. Actually, hold on. Instead of holding my action, I'm gonna use my action to heal from with all 15 of my lay on hands. So I am not holding action.
Yeah, it doesn't come back around the corner.
Cool. I would like to try to short rest in the like antechamber with the skeletons.
Yeah. Okay. So you don't make any additional security precautions. You just attempt a short rest.
Yeah.
Okay. So you settle down. Roll a luck die. Something could still happen to the scamp.
8.
Okay.
Do I get a chance to spend some hit dice or no?
No. Before your hour has passed, you hear the sounds of the scamp once again, but in a formalized way that feels like some kind of variation of speech. And echoing its responses, you hear a screech, almost like a bird. But it does sound a little bit like it's produced by also a woman. Something like a harpy.
Okay.
Not that. But it's hard to say what exactly you're up against. But you do hear
I'm
more
not,
sounds coming down the hallway.
Cool. I'm getting ready to shoot them like fish in a barrel again. I'm holding my action to shoot.
I don't think we have anything that's good for harpy, etc.
We do have that big. Oh yeah.
I think the bird will have to do. Okay, yeah. So, from the bottom of the stairs, you see first the injured scamp returns once again, but also a figure half woman, half bird, and fully gray, almost reptilian.
Okay.
He went to get his boss.
Hmm?
He went to get his duly appointed Karen.
Hmm.
He said he didn't want pickles.
That's hilarious.
Okay, so are you in line of sight for the hallway?
I've got cover, I would assume, because I specified I was staying like.
Okay.
You know what? I'm also gonna count as prone. So not only is it a plus, my AC has a +5, but I also have disadvantage on ranged attacks against me.
Okay. In that case, you begin to hear a crooning melody echo through the air. Honestly, I think I might just use a harpy instead of the stat block I have. Because this is already... Harpy's already a high enough CR for you in this fight. You probably don't need it to be a CR 10 with harpy features.
I don't have my armor. I don't have most of my stuff.
Yeah, this is fine. This is better. I don't know why I rolled. You need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Damn it. 14.
Okay, yeah. So you manage to avoid being lured out by the sounds of this winged twilight. That is its action. The scamp does not make any further move up the stairs. It is your turn.
Okay. I'm going to plug my ears and while speaking while speaking loudly so that I'm not able to like hear those sounds, I'm gonna start running away from the ruins. It's not worth it.
Okay, heard.
I'm gonna look for on the other side of the building or something like this, just an area where I can try to settle down for like about an hour.
Okay. Alright, so switching to overmap again?
Yeah. I'm gonna try to take a short rest again. Hide it all.
There we are. Okay. So, where do you go?
Like I said, I'm just gonna go to the back of the larger of the two buildings.
Okay, so you're still staying on Verandis. You're just
I'm more concerned about stepping off of the stone and be back in the wilderness than I am of like getting caught by those.
Daedra. They're definitely Daedra.
Yeah, they're dozos.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you move around to the back of the taller structure.
I'm just leaning back against the wall and entering a trance, kind of like at the halfway point of the large wall, so that if something's coming at me around, I'll still be able to like perceive it.
Yeah. Okay. Roll a luck die for me.
I don't like it when you call it stat because then I don't roll very good. I rolled a 4.
Yeah, well, I guess they get to be persistent, Fox. I did just change our board around, but I guess...
If I hear them coming, I'm just gonna run.
Okay, yeah.
Like,
They do pursue.
Okay.
When it seems clear that the song itself is not working, they do then come out, and you see the winged twilight ascend into the air.
Yeah, that's less than ideal. Then again, how far away is it?
It starts off about 80 feet from you.
Okay. I'm gonna shoot it with Ray of Frost.
Okay. All right. So I guess we are in combat.
I rolled a double one. I rolled a natural one. So I immediately give away my position.
But you are luckily quite far away. Yeah. So your position is known. The harpy.
Well, I'm gonna be 60 feet away to Ray of Frost has a range of 60 feet, so I'm gonna move. And then after that, my turn, I'm gonna spend running away from the harpy.
Okay. So it has a flight speed. Winged Twilight has a flight speed of 40. So dashing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. It's still not able to quite make it to you.
I'm going to use my Coin Grasp tattoo on it.
Okay.
So strength save, please. DC 14.
That's a 16.
As a bonus action, I'm gonna use my face step.
Which is good because you had been very close to the edge of the structure, so your face step is down 30 feet as well as out 30 feet,
Okay.
Evading your need for jumping, etc.
Cool. That's my last face step, and I'm going to. I'm gonna run an extra 30 feet from there to force it to dash again to get to me next turn.
Okay. I'm just gonna check in with this thing because you're now off of its property.
Wait, it has an understanding of property? Hold on, I can turn the bourgeois on it.
Or I should say layer. You're outside of its layer.
Okay.
Yeah, it feels disinclined to pursue you further. So it climbs higher in the air. You can still see it circling over the structure of Barandus, but you have been
Abandoned.
you've been abandoned as a prey.
I'm still a bit tired, but I'm gonna start walking along the coast.
So you're heading south.
I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe I've identified that I'm in the northern section of Morrowind, and I need to get south. And I think from the sea, I've got an okay sense of what Aldroon looks like to start going towards.
Kinda, sorta. You haven't been near the sea as far north as Caldera.
Yeah, but I actually haven't been to the shores on the west side at all. But
You were at least planning to.
yeah, like my guess is like Gladius like thinks about it and is going to like. Well, there's a road there.
To be clear, your second long rest
like-
did get interrupted. You were not able
Yeah.
to then find a secure position to finish it, so you
Or-
are
or-
still
or
at
do
one
a
level of
short-
exhaustion.
Yeah, or do a short rest.
Yeah.
I'm just going to start walking along that path.
Okay, so you did not go south towards the coast?
No, I'm gonna
Follow the path?
Follow the path. Following the coast just means opening myself up to being surrounded by beasts.
Okay, so you travel for an hour northeast of Barandis. Yeah, and you at the let's adjust your sight lines here. Oh, you don't know that either. There is so from these two mountains, there is a small tributary that some sort of mountain spring that is feeding down. The path that you are on, has a small bridge where the river flows down, which some of it sort of pools into a shallow pool that then continues to cascade down. There's little bits of fog. It's very, very scenic. But as you go to pass by, you hear a woman's voice that calls, "Oh, please help!" From down where this spring has carved the mountain, and down to from the position that you're on by the road.
Okay. I'm wearing slave rags, and I've got a quarterstaff and 2 shivs. I don't look like I can help people much, so this immediately feels like a trap to Gladys, like a bandit trap or something. Like Gladys is going to poke his head and try to see what's happening, but you can consider that I'm dodging for the purposes of I'm expecting to get shot at.
Okay. Now, since there is a little bit of fog, I'll take a perception check from you just to see how accurate of a picture you get.
I'll get disadvantage because I'm still tired. That's a 10.
Okay. Below you see a woman standing near a pond. She's wearing something that's a little impractical for travel. Her dress is cut quite low. The skirt's quite high. She is very, very beautiful though. But she stands there. She waves and says, "Hello, please. I could use any help you can offer."
With what?
Please, could you come down? I don't want to have to yell. It might attract beasts.
I'm gonna roll insights. I'm gonna try to the manner of dress. Does that Simon? That's a 16 on the insight with disadvantage.
Well, she's dressed like some kind of dancer or entertainer. Is the vibe that you get. These are clothes that are meant to look finer than they perhaps are. And she may not have a lot of other options if she's still traveling in her get-up, as it were.
With 16 insights.
She does seem sincere that she doesn't want to have to yell. She does seem sincere in the chance for beasts, but
this
feels
fishy. Like a trap. Yeah. Gladius is going to say beasts. Oh no, I'm not dealing with this. And I keeps going along the road.
Okay. Heard? Yeah. So you follow the path south?
Yeah.
Okay. What? Okay. So the path will continue down towards the southeast.
It's one of those rare occasions where I'm like, this is clearly fishy, and also it makes sense that my character, the paladin who's of the people, would also just be like, no, too dangerous. There's beasts. We've already established that Gladius considers veering a little bit away from his oath in cases of no, this is too dangerous. There's Nick's hounds or scribs.
I love the stutter there. There could be scribs. Okay. The path verges down more southeast, and you do not get an encounter at this intersection. However, you have
Are there any signs at the intersection? Like stuff pointing?
Oh, yes. There are signs pointing north towards Nisus, as well as signs south towards Aldrun and Caldera.
Okay, cool. So so like this is the path to Aldrun and Caldera.
More than likely.
Is this the direction?
Well,
in
you
which
haven't
the
branched
signs
off
are
that way, but
yes.
this from here, yeah, you're heading south.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah. When I reach the intersection, is there a like, is it communicating the distances in miles?
Hold on. You haven't moved there. I was about to describe the space around where you're standing.
Okay, cool.
Okay, don't get ahead of yourself. Okay, so dinner.
Yes, dinner's ready. Plates are made, but you're gonna have to come get them yourselves.
Okay, slight pause. You're able to see that you're traveling still through similar scrublands.
But not scriblands.
Well, you do hear the occasional call of a scrib in your travels, as well as echoing Nick's hounds. Hard to say how far they are, but they're always audible with the shapes of the canyons and plateaus around you. But more interestingly, to the east of you, where the road inclines northward and towards mountainous regions that you can see, but from where you stand, you do see a plume of smoke rising. There is evidence of inhabitation east of you, almost due east.
Yeah, but there isn't a road leading there.
There's not.
I'm gonna skip it.
Okay.
Like, if this was proper civilization, there would have been a sign pointing to it and a road heading in there. I'm not like trekking the wilderness on the off chance of there. Like, this is a mountain. This is a volcanically active area. A plume of smoke doesn't mean civilization necessarily. It might just mean
Vent.
vent.
Though whether Gladius would know what a volcanic vent is up for debate.
I feel like Gladius researched like at some point researched like or asked around why does everybody's voices sound weird, and then figured like so if I stick my head inside of one of those for a while, I'll be able to sound local.
Not quite true, but okay. That was your thought process.
Remember, I had asked you if I could use the paladin's immunity to diseases to not develop any sort of like lung cancer while sticking my head into a vent until I sounded like a local. We had this conversation.
Yeah, in which I believe I told you that wouldn't be enough to make you sound like a local.
That is what you've told me, and your ruling is valid.
Oh, hold on. So you continue southward. a d6.
D6. That's a 1.
Okay. In front of you, blocking the road, stands one guar.
Fuck.
It's chewing on crushweed, but it is standing at the head of another short bridge over a ravine. So you will have to make a pretty substantial detour if you try to dodge around this guar.
I'm not gonna try to dodge around it, I'm gonna try to stealth around it.
It is blocking the bridge.
Oh. That's a problem. I think Gladius has long moments of hesitation before deciding. I'm just gonna yell at it. Like I think Gladius flashes back to a similar time when Nilos or one of his Winesot handled a Nyx hound in that by sort of like intimidating it off of a bridge, and I'm gonna try to like channel my fellow adventurers and with a confidence I do not possess, try to yell it off of the bridge.
You roll intimidation.
Thank goodness for that instead of animal handling. I rolled a 9.
The guar works its jaw, leans down, and grabs some clinging weeds from the side of the ravine before standing back up and chewing, turning one reptilian eye towards you, but it does not move from in front of the bridge.
I'm gonna try to run past it.
So it is a large creature. It fully blocks the bridge. And you're out of phase steps.
Right. Yeah, I'm okay. So
So what are you trying to do here?
right now I don't know that it is hostile, right?
Mm-hmm.
That it is blocking my path. I want to try and basically even if it means sort of climbing on the side of the bridge for a little bit to bypass it basically.
Okay.
Like
You're trying to climb around the outside of the bridge to avoid this guar.
is it I thought it was at the bridge entrance. Is it in the middle of the bridge?
It's at the start, yeah.
Okay. Then yeah, I'm gonna try to climb around it. How high? Is it like a river that we're above? Is it
It's just
a cliffside?
It's sort of looks like a tectonic rift. It's a crack, but a fissure, but there's no water running, at least none substantially, between the 2 points. So even though it's not a very long bridge, it's only about 40 feet, it's still about 80 feet high.
Okay. I got my quarterstaff. I can cast Featherfall if I need to. I'm gonna athletics.
Yeah, okay. But I will point out, with what hand will you be wielding your staff to cast Featherfall?
It's on my it's in my back on my between my shirt and my back basically, and I'm just hoping to like grab it and cast.
Okay.
So I use my last restore balance to roll a 19
Wow.
on my flex.
That's pretty damn good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're able to dodge around the guar by climbing on the outside of the bridge.
I'm terrified of it, but I have to get past as fast as I can.
Yeah. Somebody needs you on the other side of this.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. You are able to continue. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you're about half of the way as far as you can travel for the day. And if you're going to just keep taking the paths, that's 1, 2, 3, 3, 4. You get this far. It has now been 8 hours of travel. The sun's light is diminishing. You are finding yourself approaching a wearied state. Do you choose to try to push on, or are you going to look for some kind of shelter?
I've been looking for a shelter like on the side of the road the whole time. I feel
The closest thing you see to resemble shelter is for a moment you see a silt strider. Well, I say moment. There's a period of time in your travels where you see a silt strider approaching you and then step right over your head and keep walking. Seems like almost no one chooses to take this path by foot.
can I grab on?
It is going north. But
It is going north, but it might be going towards a place that has a yeah, okay. Did the signs the signs only showed like the direction to Nissis and the direction to Aldru, nothing else?
it also mentioned in the northern direction Cool and Aldavalathi. Southern, it says Molag Mar, Aldrun, and Caldera.
Those I haven't heard of those towns, so in Gladys's head they're not big enough to have a port. But on the other hand, like Gladys thinks like there is a driver in there, there are passengers, and they will know how to get me back to where I need to go, even if it means going for going to a connecting silt strider for wherever has a guild guide. So
But you do not have fare.
No, I don't. But that's a tomorrow problem. Today, this silt strider is civilization, and
Okay.
it doesn't take long for like Gladys to think like worst case scenario, like if they tell me there's nothing where we're going, then I can be like, all right, turn this thing around, please. Like
Not much of a please when you don't have any fare.
yeah. It's the I need to get where I'm going quickly, it's a life or death situation kind of please.
Okay. I will allow you to try to make a basically unarmed melee attack to try to catch a leg.
Sounds good.
If you could beat the AC of the Silt Strider, then you can then attempt an athletics check to climb up higher.
So what's the first check?
First is basically a melee strength check,
Oh.
like you're doing an unarmed attack.
Sounds good. With proficiency?
Yeah. You always have proficiency in unarmed attacks.
That's an 8.
You miss your first attempt. Luckily, it does have 6 legs. I'll let you make 3 more attempts.
Okay. 15 thanks to the disadvantage.
Heard. That's a fail.
No. Okay, I've already used all of my restore balance. That's a 10 for the third one and an 11 for the last one. So I guess I miss it completely. I would like to use my coiling grasp tattoo.
Oh boy. Are you sure?
Yeah, it needs to slow down so I can catch up to it, so I can get to where I'm going. Surely this thing has brakes.
Okay. Try your coiling grasp tattoo.
It's a strength save, DC 14.
It rolled a 21.
So it just kind of keeps going and leaves me behind in the dust.
Oh, not quite. It does keep going. It does leave you behind, but you become, for the next, let's see, it moves at 45. And a archer has a range of... You just attacked it. Like attacked.
Yeah, I'm like, please save me. I swear, there's some good money in it for you. You gotta let me. Like, please.
So he's gonna get about 10 turns to shoot at you for having attempted a coiling grasp on its beast.
Okay. Can I persuade them? Can I try to persuade them that this is a silly idea?
You can try. You are yelling up at a Silt Strider driver who is aware that you just tried to attack its beast, which is to say his entire livelihood.
That's a 14 persuasion with disadvantage.
What's your AC?
I'm dodging. My AC is 10.
Okay, so disadvantage to hit you.
If I'm going the other way, then the direction it's going in, then I'll get shot at for less long.
This is true. So that's a 18, so you take 8 piercing damage.
I'm dodging.
Yeah. I rolled an 18.
Piercing damage.
8.
So I'm down to 16.
Okay, so you move 30 feet, it moves 45. So you're now 75 feet away. So he'll get 1 more in regular range.
I'm dodging.
Okay.
Is there cover?
Not really. You are on an open path.
Okay. Yeah.
16 to hit. That's another 8 piercing.
Okay.
At that point, you are moving away and another 30 feet. It moves away another 45, and he figures that he's put enough sticks in you for the offense of attempting to touch his Silt Strider.
Okay. I'm not happy, but I am going to keep going.
He calls from the top of the Silt Strider, "That was a warning shot!"
You hit me! Both times!
Yeah, that's your warning.
Okay, but can help me, please?
Keeps going. Alright.
I didn't even know dialogue was an option, but I didn't think they could, that's... I'm pretty miserable and pretty close to death, but I am going to keep walking.
Okay. So continuing to try walking is going to push exhaustion.
Yep.
Alright, roll Constitution.
That's a 14.
Okay, cool. Signs are pointing to your west. It says Narmak, and to the east says Caldera and Aldrun.
Any sense of distance on the signs?
It's a good question. Yeah, it shows Narmak 6 miles. Caldera and Aldrun are both substantially more than that. I'll pull up
Thank you.
the sheet. I'm working on it.
Listen,
It is substantially more than 6 miles. I can tell you that right now. But
I know you worked really hard on making this as exact as possible, but it would be are we sacrificing fun for
15 for Caldera and 18 for Aldrun. I just wanted to get
15 miles?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I can probably just rush that through the night and take the levels of exhaustion.
Okay.
I think Gladys is just wants to get back to where he's needed.
Okay, so you're going for Caldera or Aldrun because it is 15 or 18 miles. It is mostly the same way for about 9 miles.
Caldera is where the whole
miners are, but you've also been told that Nelos is in Aldrun trying to talk to the Reterans, which is currently the best idea that people have for getting larger support.
Which one is closer?
Caldera.
Oh yeah, I'm going straight to Caldera.
Okay.
I will stop there along the way, try to get the rest that I need, and then set off from there.
Okay.
But I'm trying to get back to civilization and to find a place where I can get some shut-eye, because I've got 8 HP and I'm terrified of everything.
Yeah. Okay. You travel for 9 miles down the road, but first make 3 more Constitution checks.
1 for every 3 miles? Okay. But then, once I fail, I've got another 8 hours before I gotta roll again for another level, right?
No, it's every increment that you move. I'm actually doing you more of a favor because on the normal province scale map, you still roll every hex that you move, but it's only 1 mile. Versus I just have a 3 mile square where every square indicates an hour of travel, 3 miles.
That's
Hex crawls suck. This is me trying to find a better balance by having everything be a league instead of a mile.
I've done hikes that are
You've already been hiking for 8 hours.
Yeah, that's fair.
Well, 9 hours. Yeah.
I mean, Gladys is pretty fit, but yeah. Okay. 22, 13, 12, 15, natural 1.
Okay, so that brings you to another level of exhaustion, but you had 4 first?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, no. So you made it to Caldera before
the level of exhaustion kicked in?
Yeah. So you make it to the city gates. You are wearing your beat up prisoner's rags. You have, I assume you removed the arrows and tried to staunch the bleeding by ripping up your clothes.
Yeah.
So you look
like shit. Yeah.
awful.
Yeah.
In a word, fucking awful. It is fully night as the sun set hours ago, since you've spent the last 13 hours traveling.
Civilization.
You get to the wall for the city of Caldera, and there's the main gates have been lowered, but there is a human-sized gate to the side. A small door gets flicked open in the door, and someone from the other side says, "No alms here. Find a temple."
I would like a place to rest safely, please.
What coin do you have?
I've. Give me 1 second. I think Vladius looks himself up and down, and got a very, very expensive. So okay, I've got a sending stone and a coiling grasp tattoo. I'm going to tell this person I've got a magical object here. And I can sell it and pay for my way here. No problem.
Did you steal that?
No, I did not. I bought it fair and square.
I don't think you paid for that stone at any point in time.
For the sending stone? No, yeah, who the fuck gave it to me?
I think you found it as loot.
Yeah. Gladys doesn't remember, and Gladys is actually talking about the coiling grasp tattoo.
Okay.
I did buy that one fair and square.
From the other side of the door, the guard looks at you and says, "Neat trick, the markets are closed, and we certainly don't need someone sleeping on the streets."
I'm going to say, please, you really shouldn't be keeping people from the proper protection of civilization when I'm out here in the wilderness dying. What you're doing is wrong, and who knows? Maybe some paladins around here might get upset at you for doing that.
Oh, what are you gonna bring the wrath of the mine paladin down on me? Spoiler alert, they executed him last week.
I'm not getting the sense that you're gonna let me roll persuasion.
You can try.
Oh, okay.
But you'll need to answer his question of where you're going to try to sleep.
Oh, yeah. I feel like the tavern keeper's a buddy of mine. He let me. He's helped me before. He's gonna help me again. Like, I know the guy. He's Altmer with a beard.
Do you want to roll intelligence on that?
I'm gonna roll persuasion.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Okay.
Sorry. With disadvantage because of the exhaustion, it's a dirty 20.
Okay. He looks at you and says, "That sounds about right. I don't spend as much time in the inn at the tavern. So he's a personal friend. If I find word that someone's been brought in from the streets, I will personally ensure that you get thrown into the deepest pit we have."
Okay. Sir, what's your name?
He unlocks the gate, opens it. You you are able to read that it says Loronius Vero.
A rose. Got it. I'm not writing it down.
You don't have a journal?
I will remember his face. I'm gonna remember his face so I can punch it later. But yeah, I'm gonna go in, and I'm gonna find the box in which
you hid last
had
time.
previously hidden last time, and I'm gonna go and take a nap in there.
Okay. Cool. I think that's a great place to stop.
Long rest. Long rest with spell slots. Yeah, we're back, baby. Okay, this was rough. This was hard. Not having my equipment changes the dynamic of adventuring a lot.
Yes, it does.
This felt like a horror survival game more so than a regular D&D.
Yeah, a little less exploration,
Like-
a little
like-
make it to town, make
like-
it to town.
The it's not plot armor, but my full plate armor. It's plate
your
armor,
actual
not,
armor.
not plot armor. But it is very important to me staying alive. Okay, I think my star is this was difficult. I don't know that I haven't read the rules for exhaustion in D&D.
I can double check them, but I was looking at
but
them just the other day.
I don't know that I would agree with the decisions of risking a whole level of exhaustion every hour, but it did represent the stress of being out in the wilderness without equipment, literally, the French would say avec ma bite et mon couteau, just with my dick in one hand and a knife in the other. I've got two knives in this case, but that's about
That's one of those is better than a dick, I guess.
yeah. My wish is never again. Never again.
I'm sure.
No, it's very fun to enjoy, and I feel later down the line when I'm a higher level adventurer, and the gear is still very important, but I've got actual HP to and some better spell slots. A fall from grace, or just without equipment time in the wilderness would be great.
You're not a druid, you're not a ranger. This is never your bread and butter.
Nope. But it's not even a question of class. It's also Gladius makes some very stupid decisions when beasts are involved, and regular paladin could have just looked around for a cave, and just rested in a cave for a while. I had to rush.
That might have a Nyx hound in it.
Huh?
Yeah, that might have a Nyx hound or worse, Quama.
The I have to get to civilization as soon as possible, and when the stuff that are civilization that I've encountered are demon infested ruin, and a person who was clearly laying a trap for bandits to jump me, and a guy who shot at me with his shotgun from just outside the bus because I banged on the window saying "Wait for me!" just came out shooting.
I hope that didn't feel too unreasonable For only the price of 2 arrows, he discouraged anyone from even trying to bang the boss.
That's fair. I'm gonna sell those arrows, and I'm gonna make him regret. No, I'm not gonna sell those arrows. I understand that a creature that has legs for days like this cannot be made to stop or to be tricked. This was a really bad accident waiting to happen that Gladys did in his desperation.
Yeah, no, this was a bad idea. That might have worked out well.
It's somewhat reasonable that I would get some warding shots, and I guess he just got very unlucky and actually hit me, and is going to
I really more meant that as a joke, in which he was just like, I didn't kill you, that's a warning.
But yeah, that was fun. I liked it.
I think my star... Yeah, I think it's just the plurality of bad decisions exclusively inspired by your fear of beasts.
Yeah.
You chose to enter a stronghold that had humanoid skeletons in it instead of even attempting to rough it outside.
Yeah.
Just under a tree or something.
Yeah.
Which that's great. That's some top tier Gladius shit right there. I love it. You know, I feel like I tried to throw a variety of encounters at you, and I hope that they brought some decent flavor to it.
Yes, I don't know what stat blocks you used, but it felt like, oh my gosh, it's so hard to balance with my character. If I have my equipment with me, I'm but if I don't, it's so easy to hit me.
Yeah, that was technically including the Harpy a CR3 fight.
Yeah.
But you didn't really do a whole lot of fighting with the Harpy.
My luck for hiding has been great. My luck for hitting anything has been terrible. Wish?
Wish, I think... I'm trying...
To rephrase my wish is I would like for something like this to happen again, but when I'm at least level 7.
Heard, okay. In the meantime, exploration with gear, please.
Yeah.
In fairness, it was your choice to go running.
Oh, no, absolutely.
There were ways to leave Nesis that resulted in the Legion releasing you from Nesis, and fairly short term, but you didn't stop and investigate the Quama mine at all, so...
Nope.
Yep.
Nope. When you gotta go, you gotta go.
Yeah, when you gotta go, you gotta go. Yeah, and Wish, I think, is... I'd love to get you back up in the West Gash at some point. I don't have a lot of story leading you in that direction, but it is one of my favorite areas, and I think it's got a lot of fun stuff around it. I guess it depends on if you want to... Yeah, it's fine.
To the Western Gash.
Yeah.
That's what they call your mother, the Western Gash.
Okay. It's a strange thing to call my mother.